going? Sweet. So now I'm going to talk a little bit about distance in Clerus Lutegerus. This is the distance that I usually start at for training and for beginning sequences. And this distance is outside distance. At this point, John and I really can hardly interact at all. If we both extend our swords, we can barely touch each other here. This is useless. We can't hit each other. We can't really do anything. Also, in most of the beginning stages, the swords are actually kept out of the way. Now, one little point of clarification, this distance is never illustrated in the manual. This is a precursor to the steps that are actually shown in the manual. At this distance, what you do with footwork and guard position is only slightly relevant. Where it really matters is when we start to move into distance. So the next distance is the middle distance, when I step forward and try to control the area in between us. And typically this is shown with half shield, so we'll start with that. I step forward a little bit offline as I come in, and at this distance, I still can't hit John. I'm trying to take control of the middle in one way or another. I'm putting out a siege to defend myself and control that space. This is not an attack. John's response, in this case, is to fall under the sword and shield, and we are now foible to forte. You can also see, though, if we change our position a little bit, we can cross kind of at the middle. But still, we really can't hit each other's hands at this point. This is where we fight for control of the middle using the techniques. This is where most of the action takes place in the manuscript. So this is middle distance. The next distance is close distance. This is when one of us completes our technique. In this case, it'll be a counterbinded step. And we step into close range with our opponent and do what we want with them. At this point, when we're moving to this distance, we should be in control of the situation. If we're not, we lose. There are also instances where further steps take us past our opponent, but again, at that point, the fight is basically over. Those are the distances in I.33 in Clerus Lutegerus, and they are crucial to understanding how the whole system works, because it's not about attacking from out of distance, it's about controlling the middle as you come into middle distance, or taking control of the middle as your opponent comes into middle distance, and then closing to close distance with the hit.